Hello guys, welcome to Daddy Share Space and welcome to my channel. So today I'm just going to be straight to the point and very candid. I'm having some computer issues along with some other technical difficulties. It was a really busy day today. I rollerbladed today, I did my exercise today, I cut the yard and did all of that, and I had big plans to come out here in the shop and do some stuff as well. However, I had to run some errands and all of this stuff takes up time. And then I was upstairs trying to go through footage to edit videos, and I'm having some computer difficulties right now on my M1 Mac. Now unfortunately, when I have data on my Mac, the Mac configures a hard drive to suit it, and Windows configures a hard drive to suit, you know, Windows. And sometimes there's a difficulty in transferring data one to another. So typically if I record and I put the data on the Mac or the Apple system, it's hard to get the data over to the Windows system without a whole bunch of rigmarole. And the same is true the opposite way. So for some reason today, I'm having some kind of issue on my Mac. So I just jumped on here to make a short video to fill in for Daddy Share Space Daily. I had bigger plans for what I wanted to do, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out like that. So I'm just going to, shrink this down to a small little topic. So this is my M18 table saw, and this is one of my 12 amp hour batteries. This is the cutoff tool that I always talk about that I purchased for $5.99, and I got these two 12 amp hour batteries with it. Now, my concern is these batteries are very, very expensive. These batteries are $250 a piece, and I'm sure the new Forge batteries are going to be even more expensive than that. My concern with that is the fact that one of my batteries has already been dead. It's been dead for a while, maybe close to a year. So the only time I can run this saw is, or the only way that I can run this saw is off of one of these batteries. Now, I know I've spent money in many different ways. It's nothing for me to buy a battery. However, I have an aversion to buying expensive batteries. It just is what it is. I feel more comfortable buying a battery that comes with the tool. And just to give you reference, this battery, $249. This is the CSX18, bare tool, $249. This is the TSX18, bare tool, $249. Now, I don't know, I would leave the question for you. Which one would you rather have? Would you rather go out and buy a battery, or would you rather go out and buy a drill? For me, I like to increase functionality in the shop, and buying a battery doesn't increase functionality. It just basically keeps you going with what you've already been doing. Now, similar to what I said about my Festool shop vac and the fact that you need to have a lot of batteries to keep that thing going, it's the same thing with this table saw. I have to pick my spots with this table saw because I only have the one battery in the shop, and I've been back and forth about buying extra batteries. At one point in time, I was gearing up to buy, I think it's a Rotary Max Milwaukee rotary hammer, because it comes with two M18 batteries, and I think it's around $1,100–$1,200. And then at one point in time, I was gonna buy the lawnmower that comes with two 12 amp hour batteries. But regardless of if I was gonna buy it or not, I'm just concerned that I'm not super happy with how long the 12 amp hour battery that failed lasted, because this is a 5 amp hour battery I've had for a long time. And to be quite honest, I bought my original Milwaukee kit. I think it may have came with 4 amp hour batteries or 5 amp hour batteries, I'm not sure, but I never had any of those batteries fail, and I bought that like over 10 years ago. And so to have this battery here that is $250 fail basically within 3 years or so, which is the warranty time for the battery, it doesn't instill confidence in me and make me just want to run out and buy another battery. So I think that sometimes having corded tools, there's an advantage to that. Now, of course, for myself, I didn't want to buy a corded table saw simply because the electrical system in this garage, it would just be a nightmare to run. That's the reason why I don't have an official dust collection system, and why the shop is so dirty right now is simply because I don't have the perfect solution for collecting dust. But focusing back in on these batteries, I'm also seeing a new trend with updates coming to tools through the battery, and I have my concerns about that. I have my concerns because I think about my smartphone as it's gotten older and it gets update after update and the performance goes down, right? You don't have to worry about that with a corded tool. A corded tool, it's just gonna work. I mean, to be quite frank, that's one of the reasons why I pushed to go ahead and get the Kapex miter saw. Even though I wanted to try out the battery powered saw, in the back of my mind, and the battery powered table saw, in the back of my mind, I'm thinking about those updates. I'm thinking about, you know, how long is this tool gonna last? And then I'm also thinking about the resellability, especially of brands that are lower tiered than something like Festool and Mafell. People are willing in a lot of cases to buy, you know, used Festool tools, used Mafell tools, because they're a brand that carry a certain type of reputation, if you will, whether that reputation is warranted or not. A lot of times if you could buy a more premium brand cheaper, it's a little bit more palatable to swallow in regards to that. However, if you see this tool, like I have this tool here, and as I said, I bought it in a kit for $599. And if you go online right now, I believe this saw without any batteries is $599. I think with the kit, it's now $799 due to inflation and such. So nobody's going to, even though this saw costs $599 at Home Depot, and I've hardly ever used this particular tool, and you may never really use it to its full potential. The reality of the matter is nobody's going to give me $400 for this saw, more than likely, or even $300 for this saw, because, you know, why would they? And that's one of the issues about battery powered equipment, the fact that it falls off. Unless you buy the top tier brands, they really lose their value quite precipitously, like a car, if you will. And then the fact that, you know, these batteries can cost as much as a new tool, or that it's a better deal to buy the bundle, it really does not, it really doesn't help in regards to this whole process or this situation of battery powered tools. Now, I enjoy my battery powered tools. I like the fact that I can carry this around without a cord, that I could take this table saw around without a cord, or the miter saw. These are definitely benefits that I don't want to get rid of in the shop. However, I do think I still see a place for corded tools for when you get in a pinch, for when you don't, when you're not ready to go out and pay for a $250 battery. I mean, just consider, if I were to go and say, so both of these batteries are the same age old, if I were to go buy 2 of these batteries for $99 more, I could get this whole table saw. I could get a whole new table saw. And so it doesn't really, it's not very encouraging to know that. And I guess in my own way, I'm trying to work past those feelings of recognizing that, you know, sometimes you take a plunge and you move in a particular direction, and then you realize that, you know what, I don't know if I like where this is going. But anyways, guys, just a short little video, and I will hopefully be back on track tomorrow, and I'll see you in the shop.